Welcome to another deep dive, and today we're going to be diving straight into meme coins.
Sounds good.
Specifically Shiba Inu.
Right.
Lots of buzz around it lately.
It definitely is.
From price predictions to even Mark Cuban.
Oh, yeah.
And what he's been saying about it.
Yeah, his recent statements have definitely made some waves.
Yeah.
Got people talking, for sure.
To get us started, I've got a stack of articles here.
Okay.
And it seems like the big question with Shiba Inu is, can a meme coin really succeed?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at first glance, it just seems like hype.
Yeah, you could easily see it that way.
But there's more to it.
There's definitely layers to this.
Yeah, we need to look at
We've got to consider the tech behind it.
the tech, the community.
The community, of course.
Competition.
The competition, absolutely.
Yeah, so let's start with Cuban.
Okay.
He actually said that Shiba Inu is a success story.
He did, yeah, which surprised a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, to put it in the same category as Dogecoin,
Right.
bold statement.
But he did say both of those coins
He did.
are successful because of their strong communities.
That's the key point, right?
Okay, so
Community is what makes or breaks a meme coin.
it's not just about the tech behind the coin.
It's much bigger than that.
Okay.
The community is everything.
Yeah, so the people are what matters.
Exactly. They drive the narrative, the price, everything.
And Cuban even admitted that
He did, didn't he?
when he had this idea for his own meme coin.
Oh, yeah, his U.S. Treasury-backed coin.
Right, and it kind of backfired on him.
It did, yeah.
Because people said you can't just manufacture a successful meme coin.
Right. You can't force it. It has to happen organically.
Right.
The community needs to feel like they own it.
And he did say it's kind of like a game of musical chairs.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Yeah.
High risk, high reward.
When the music stops.
Someone's left holding the bag, potentially.
So it sounds kind of risky.
It definitely can be.
Okay, so we need to be careful with meme coins.
Absolutely. Don't get caught up in the hype.
Now, in the middle of all this, Shiba Inu's lead developer.
Shitoshi Kusama, right.
Yeah, he invited Cuban to actually look at...
To look beyond the meme, I think he said.
Yeah, to look at the real technology behind Shiba Inu.
Interesting move.
Yeah.
Challenging that perception that it's just a joke.
So is there something more to Shiba Inu?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, one of the first things that comes to mind is Shibarium.
Okay, and for those of us that aren't tech wizards,
Right.
what exactly is that?
Well, think of it like this.
Okay.
Ethereum, which is what Shiba Inu is built on.
Yeah.
It has limitations.
Okay.
It gets congested. Transactions are slow. Fees are high.
I see.
Shibarium is what's called a layer 2 solution.
Oh, okay.
So it's a separate network that sits on top of Ethereum,
Okay.
and it handles transactions more efficiently.
So basically it makes things faster and cheaper.
Exactly.
So it solves some of the problems that Ethereum had.
Yeah. And it makes the whole Shiba Inu ecosystem more user-friendly.
That makes sense.
Right. Less waiting, lower fees. Doesn't love that.
But Shibarium also has this new token,
Yes. Treat.
Treat.
Okay. TRET.
And that will be used for governance.
And utility.
Okay.
So treat holders will actually have voting rights
Oh, wow.
in the future of Shibarium.
So it gives the community even more power.
Exactly. It's about putting the power in the hands of the people.
And this kind of ties back to that whole meme coin ethos we were talking about.
It does, yeah.
They're trying to make a meme coin that's also a legitimate platform.
It's an interesting approach.
Yeah, and Kusama himself actually said
What do you say?
that we need to focus on these developments,
Right.
on building something
A
substantial,
long-term vision.
instead of just worrying about...
Instead of getting distracted by the short-term price fluctuations.
Right, so they're not just trying to pump and dump this thing.
Seems like they're in it for the long haul.
Okay, but of course everyone wants to know about the place.
Of course, that's what's on everyone's mind.
What are the predictions?
Well, there's a range of opinions out there.
Okay.
Some analysts are super bullish. Others are more cautious.
Like, how bullish are we talking?
Alan Santana, for example.
Okay.
He predicts a potential 600% surge.
600%. Wow,
That's a big jump.
Yeah, why does he think that?
He believes that the launch of Shibarium, the growing community, and increased adoption, all of these factors combined, could really push the price up.
Okay, so the technology is a factor.
Absolutely.
What about the community?
The community's belief in the project is huge. If they hold and promote SHIB, that can really drive the price.
Right, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, the more people believe in it, the more valuable it becomes.
But we can't forget about the competition.
Right. There are a lot of other players in the game.
Yeah.
And this is where things get really interesting.
So we were talking about the competition that Shiba Inu is facing.
Yeah, the meme coin space is getting pretty crowded these days.
Yeah, it feels like everyone's trying to launch the next big meme coin.
Yeah.
We've got Trump, Pepe Pudgy penguins. It's like a whole zoo of meme coins out there.
It really is. And while some of them will probably fade away, some are gaining serious traction, like the Trump token, for example. It actually briefly surpassed SHIB in market cap.
Wow, really? That's wild.
Yeah, it just goes to show how quickly things can change in this market. Popularity can be fleeting.
Yeah, I guess when it comes to meme coins, you never really know what's going to stick.
Exactly. It's a very unpredictable landscape.
But I think it's safe to say that Dogecoin is still the biggest competitor for Shiba Inu.
I'd agree with that. Especially with Elon Musk's new role. It's definitely added another layer of complexity to the situation.
Yeah, his new role leading the Department of Government Efficiency, which just happens to be shortened to DOGE. Come on, it's almost too perfect.
Yeah, the acronym, the timing Musk's history with Dogecoin. It's definitely got people talking.
It feels like a recipe for meme coin chaos.
It's hard to say what impact it will ultimately have,
Yeah.
but it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, it just makes you wonder how much of a meme coin's value is really tied to hype and speculation versus, actual underlying fundamentals.
That's a great question. And it's something that all meme coin investors need to consider.
So how is Shiba Inu planning to navigate this increasingly competitive landscape, especially going up against Dogecoin with someone like Elon Musk potentially in its corner?
Well, they're focusing on building a strong ecosystem that has actual utility beyond just being a meme. And Shibarium is a big part of that strategy. As we talked about before, it addresses the scalability issues that have plagued Ethereum, making transactions faster and cheaper.
Right, and then there's Treat, which gives the community a voice in the future of Shibarium.
Exactly. These developments are aimed at positioning Shiba Inu as more than just a meme coin. It's about creating a platform with real-world applications.
So it sounds like they're trying to set themselves apart from all the other meme coins that are just riding the wave of hype.
Yeah, they're trying to build something with substance.
But even with all these advancements, there are still critics out there who question whether Shiba Inu can really shed its meme coin image.
Yeah, it's a valid concern. The meme coin label can be both a blessing and a curse. It gives you that sense of community and humor, but it can also make it harder to be taken seriously by traditional investors.
It's like they're trying to balance their meme roots with their aspirations for mainstream acceptance.
Yeah, the delicate balancing act.
So it brings us back to that central question. Can a meme coin driven by community and technology really break free from its origins and achieve lasting success?
I think the answer lies in how effectively they can execute their vision. Can they create a decentralized, community-driven platform that offers real value?
So what would that look like? What needs to happen for Shiba Inu to really prove the doubters wrong?
Well, for one thing, they need to continue developing Shibarium, make sure it actually delivers on its promises of scalability and low fees. They also need to show that Treat has real-world applications. And maybe most importantly, they need to cultivate a community that's not just driven by hype, but by a genuine belief in the long-term potential of the project.
It's a tall order, but I have been really impressed by the passion of the SHIB army. They're incredibly loyal and dedicated to this project.
Yeah, that's definitely a strength. A strong and engaged community can be a huge asset in the crypto world.
It's like a decentralized marketing machine fueled by meme magic.
And this is where social media comes in. Platforms like Twitter, Reddit, Telegram. They've become essential for building and growing meme coin communities.
Yeah, it's fascinating how these different elements, the technology, the community, social media, they all come together to shape the fate of a meme coin.
And right in the middle of it all is Shiba Inu, trying to find its path to legitimacy, while still embracing its meme heritage.
It's a story that's still unfolding. And as we head into the final part of our deep dive, there's one more big factor we need to address: regulation.
Ah, yes, the elephant in the room.
How is the increasing scrutiny of the crypto space going to impact the future of Shiba Inu?
Yeah, regulation. It's the big question mark hanging over the entire crypto world.
It is. And it's something that all meme coin projects, including Shiba Inu, are going to have to grapple with.
I mean, governments everywhere are still trying to figure out how to approach cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it's a new asset class, so there's no real playbook for regulators.
Some countries are embracing it,
Others are taking a more cautious approach.
and some are just completely against it.
It's a mixed bag out there.
So how does this uncertainty impact a project like Shiba Inu?
Well, it makes it difficult to plan for the future.
Yeah, how can you build something when the rules could change at any moment?
Exactly. It's like trying to build a house on shifting sand. But
Yeah.
at the same time,
Yeah.
it also creates opportunities for innovation
How so?
because there's more room to experiment.
Oh, I see. You can push the boundaries without being held back by strict regulations.
Right, so it's both a challenge and an opportunity.
Exactly.
But what are some of the specific things that Shiba Inu needs to be prepared for when it comes to regulation?
Well, one of the big ones is securities laws.
Oh, right.
Some regulators might classify certain tokens, including meme coins, as unregistered securities.
Which would be a big problem.
It could lead to legal issues and hefty fines.
So Shiba Inu needs to be very careful about how they market and promote SHIB.
Absolutely. They need to make sure they're not making any promises that could be interpreted as security offerings.
Gotcha. What else?
They also need to be aware of anti-money laundering and know your customer regulations.
Right. Those are designed to prevent financial crime.
Exactly. So they might need to implement stricter identity verification processes for users.
So compliance is going to be a big deal for any crypto project that wants to succeed.
It's non-negotiable. And then on top of that,
Yeah.
you've got all the macroeconomic factors to consider.
Things like inflation and interest rates. Exactly. And geopolitical events.
Right, the whole global financial context.
All of these things can have a ripple effect on the crypto market.
So it's not just about navigating the regulations themselves. It's about understanding the bigger picture.
Precisely. It's a complex landscape.
Wow. Well, we've covered a lot in this deep dive.
We have. We've gone from the tech behind Shiba Inu
To the power of its community.
to the competition it's facing.
And now the regulatory challenges ahead.
It's been a whirlwind tour of the meme coin world.
It has.
Yeah.
But I think what's most impressive is the sheer ambition of this project.
It's true. They started as a meme, but they're aiming for something much bigger.
Yeah, a whole decentralized ecosystem.
One that empowers individuals and could potentially disrupt traditional finance.
It's a bold vision.
It is. Whether they can pull it off remains to be seen.
But one thing's for sure.
What's that?
Shiba Inu has already made a big splash.
Oh, absolutely. They've captured the attention of millions.
Spark a ton of debate. And really push the boundaries of what we think is possible in the world of DeFi.
And they've done it all with a sense of fun and humor.
It's proof that innovation can come from unexpected places.
So as we wrap up, what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away from this deep dive?
I think the most important thing is to approach this space with a healthy dose of skepticism,
Okay.
but also with an open mind.
Don't dismiss meme coins.
But don't blindly buy into the hype either.
Do your research.
Understand the risks.
And most importantly, invest responsibly.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
This is a fast-moving world, and things can change quickly.
So stay informed, stay curious.
And stay engaged.
The crypto world is full of surprises.
Yeah, set.
And who knows what the future holds.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Shiba Inu.
My pleasure.
Until next time, happy exploring.